What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Jillian here. Today we are going to be talking about the 23-24 fall winter trends. I normally do this video in the form of a thrifting trends style of video, but the truth is, as soon as the show started going live last year, I've been thrifting for the fall winter trends for the last 6 to 8 months. So I have all the pieces right here. We're gonna style some of the trends up because I wanna show you guys you do not have to shop fast fashion to be on trend. And some of the best quality pieces are actually found in the thrift store. I am going to be referencing a few different websites. I will have links down in the description box for where I found some of these pictures if you guys want to read up on what they are forecasting the best trends to be. But truth be told, I am very much a believer of wear what you want to wear. So while I will use these websites and these fashion shows as a reference point, at the end of the day, I am truly just wearing what I love, what resonates with me, and what I feel like goes with my style and my body type. So I highly encourage you guys to do the same. Don't be sucked into wearing something just because you see it's a trend, because at the end of the day, it's not gonna last very long in your closet. And the whole entire point is to build a wardrobe of items that we are proud of, that completely represent who we are, that are high quality and sustainable. Now, here's my honest opinion. When I am looking at these websites and how these writers and editors have coined these terms to label these trends and just the pictures involved, sometimes it seems like they're full of it. Like, I'm just keeping it real, because some of these things are just, let me give you an example. So like, I'm on Vogue British, or British Vogue. I just said that so backwards. I'm on British Vogue. And the first trend that they're talking about is called Real Talk. And I'm gonna insert a picture right here over my face so you can kind of look at these outfits. But for the most part, these outfits have several different types of trends in them. And basically the whole entire point of this trend is wearing things that are realistic and wearable, and not just looks that are for occasions like Fashion Week. And I just feel like for the majority of us normal people, this goes without saying. We are always looking for something that is more realistic, more wearable, comfortable, that just looks chic, clean, and put together with a little bit of edge if that is your style. That's definitely my style, to add some edge to an outfit and edge it up. But we're just gonna go with this Real Talk. So one of the things, or actually let me just point out a few different aspects of this trend that I am noticing. I am seeing leggings, I am seeing loose fit, low rise or baggy trousers, loose fit, low rise, baggy jeans, and I am seeing a suit short. It's like a trouser short, but like a longer line Bermuda type short with over the knee, probably thigh high boots, and just really nice trench coats or nice oversized soft knits, button ups. I mean, this is just what I would consider a wearable, everyday, chic but interesting wardrobe to look like. All of these looks, because to me, all of these looks definitely look like they could have come out of the same closet. There are some statement pieces here and there, but for something like this, I would style up a pair of loose fit baggy jeans, probably a belt, a button up, a trench, and some heels or some boots. So that's probably the look that I'm gonna style up for this. And if I come up with something different as I'm trying things on, then of course I will insert that. But Real Talk, just wearable, classic, staple pieces that are high quality. Honestly, I feel like The Row, Kate, Loro Piana, like all of those type of silent luxury, quiet luxury brands, this is the kind of looks that they do. And I think honestly, a quiet luxury aside, which I really hate that term, I think people are just looking for high quality wearable basics that they can wear in multiple different ways and get their money's worth, because nobody likes replacing clothing every, I don't know, 3 to 6 months. I mean, some people do, but I personally don't. I bond with my clothing. I find pieces that I really like, and when it falls apart, it's really disappointing to me. So being able to thrift something like this, I think would definitely go a lot further than fast fashion. You can definitely thrift a trench coat 100%. I have a black one that I thrifted, and every single trench coat that I have with the exception of one, has been thrifted. You could definitely thrift a wool coat. I have several that I've recently thrifted. You can definitely thrift a cashmere or wool sweater. I have several cashmere sweaters I've thrifted, and a cashmere silk blend sweater that I thrifted. And then when it comes to jackets and coats, I thrift them all the time. So I think that this style of clothing, this trend, is highly thriftable. I'm going to insert for sure the British Vogue link, because this is the main website that I really want to talk about the trends from, because although the names and everything can be a little questionable because it just seems like these are the styles and the looks that I'm really into, to be honest. So I don't really care what the name is. These are the things that I would wear anyway. The next trend that they have is the black coat, the great black coat. I will put that right here. But this just looks like it consists of either a really cool wool coat, a really cool structured suit or tailored coat. I mean, all of these coats kind of, to me, would fit the same category or check the same box. It just looks like there is a little bit more interest to some of the silhouettes. And if you go to this website, you can actually see some of the different shapes that they have. Some of them are very boxy and men's style. Some of them are more of a cocoon shape. Some of them are more of an hourglass shape. Some of them have really cool pleating in certain areas. And for me, I have one really cool wool trench coat that I want to style for this. I also have a really cool like cocoon shape Fendi, like vintage Fendi coat that I got secondhand on from a consignment store. And so I know that this is very much wearable, but I am, for the purposes of this video, just styling one look. So this wool coat that you were seeing as the statement piece in this video is one that I thrifted, and I think I paid like 20 bucks for it. And it is 100% wool, was in pristine condition. The quality is impeccable. And even if I were to pay like $300 for a coat like this from Zara, the quality still would not even line up. Like, if you can at all thrift a wool coat, a wool trench, please do it, because you will not be disappointed. The quality is going to be so much better and the price so much lower. Now, this is what I mean about the trends being a little bit ridiculous. Like, why is white shirts on here as a trend? Why? I mean, a classic white shirt is never a trend. It is a staple, but I can see what they're trying to go for here, because a lot of the white shirts that they're showing just have very interesting and creative silhouettes. So instead of calling this the white shirt trend, I'm going to call this, myself personally, like white shirt aside, having those staple, classic, basic pieces that have really interesting tailoring or really interesting aspects to them. Some of these shirts you can see like have really long, like a dagger collar. Some of them have just a traditional collar. Some of them have bell sleeves. Some of them are long. Some of them are tucked, like nipped in at the waist, but a longer line. So you can do this. It doesn't have to be just a white shirt. I feel like you can do this with any color that you consider a basic, whether it is a neutral, whether it's white, whether it's black, whether it's red, blue, green, purple, yellow, orange, whatever. Like, just having those classic pieces that have interesting tailoring to them, I think is going to be the move. But for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna come up with a little look here. It looks like it's black and white is more of the theme here. So I'm gonna style up a really cute black and white look to kind of drive the point home for this particular trend. The next look we're gonna be talking about is the corporate or executive suite trend that they have labeled here. I'm just going with their names at this point, but the pictures still kind of like prove the point that I'm trying to make. This corporate look, where it is a lot of suiting, a lot of tailoring, and there's a couple different websites who have this same look. They have named them different things, of course, but you can see different examples. And this has been something that I feel like I have always thrifted. I have recently had to get rid of a lot of blazers just because I had so many and I was not getting to them all. And I just wanted to have a more curated, smaller collection of blazers that I could rewear over and over again, because some pieces are just so good I want to wear them more than once, but then I feel bad for my other clothes because they don't get the same kind of play in rotation. So I've been trying to like pare things back so I can give my clothing the love it deserves, and this is a really good one. Now, This one, I would say I have quite a few like suit sets. So something like this for me to make it wearable and just more of my vibe is I can't go all the way corporate. I can do the pieces and the elements, but I need to have a little edge to it. I need to make it a little bit more, you know, like unique, add a little something to it. So we're gonna see what look I come up with this trend in the forefront of my mind. But suiting in general is something that is so easy to thrift. Okay, you go to the mid, come closer, I'm like that guy, you know that guy on TikTok, come closer. This is what you do. You go to the men's section, you find something that you feel like fits you great. Even if it doesn't fit you great, find something where you love the material, you love the quality, and all the elements are there. Then you take it to a tailor and have them tailor it to your body exactly like you want it to fit. And even with the cost of tailoring and the cost of what the item was to thrift, you're still gonna come out way ahead because the quality is there and it now fits your body. Okay, this is what you do. This is what I do. I have gotten so many pieces tailored. I even have a suit, a really high quality suit. If you saw my last video where I did the haul, I have a suit that is by Guy Laroche that was like brand new, wool suit. It hasn't even been tailored yet. The pants are still like a raw wool hem, and I need to take it to go get it tailored to what I'm going to want to style it as. And I'm still kind of deciding if I want to have the pants tailored for me to wear with heels or sneakers, or if I want to do something in between that will work for both, which is probably more likely what I will do, because for me, versatility is key and it is the most important factor. So I feel like with most of my things, I need to be able to wear it with sneakers and with heels. But for the purposes of this video, I recently thrifted 2 amazing pairs of wool trousers that are very much low slung, baggy, but they have the perfect length on them that I don't have to get them tailored at all. So I'm gonna style those up for you guys so you can see. I'm gonna pick one, we'll see which one I go with. But suiting, tailoring is like probably, if I were gonna name the easiest thing that you could ever thrift, it would be suiting. Suiting is hands down the easiest thing on this earth to thrift. I'm sorry, it just is, because even if the fit isn't perfect, you can get it tailored. So moving on to the next trend. Now this next trend I'm actually a little bit shocked about, because I'm gonna say this is kind of like a no-brainer, and it's these oversized blanket scarves. I feel like if you are in a cold climate, trend or not, that's what you're gonna wear. But the fact that they're trying to put a focus on this is interesting, because I feel like scarves haven't been like really popular since circa 2008 to 10. So the fact that this is a focus is like, honestly, I think it's cool. I do actually have 4 wool scarves, great quality, great material, up on my website right now. I will leave the link down below if this is your vibe. I have personally quite a few of these, and I'm very excited to actually style them up for the fall, because I just feel like I have them, I want to style them up. I want to just see if there are some more unique ways that I can get creative with it. And just overall, they're practical and comfy, especially living out here in California. Some days are cool, but you don't necessarily want to wear a jacket. So to be able to just wear like a long sleeve and then just have the blanket scarf over you for that extra added warmth is very practical for where I live. And then for where you live, you might live somewhere where the climate is a whole lot more cold. This might really work for you, paired with blazers, jackets, coats, things like that. So I love this whole scarf dressing trend, and I definitely am going to be breaking mine out. I do feel like this is highly thriftable. The scarves that I have on my website, I did thrift, and they are the highest quality. When I thrifted them, they all still had tags attached to them. In the store that they were being sold in, they were being sold for like $110. So they're very good quality scarves, and definitely it's something that you can thrift. You just might have to be a little bit patient, and that's the thing that I want to like reiterate. Some things you might not be able to thrift right away, but patience is a virtue. And let me tell you, when it comes to patience and thrifting, they are very much intertwined and aligned, because you will know the people who thrift a lot, who have the best wardrobes, have also an exercised patience, because I'm telling you, some of the stuff that I have, it's like I have been looking for it for like weeks, months, maybe even a year, and I finally come across the perfect version. Patience is key. Patience is key, so be patient. This is definitely a trend worth thrifting, and one that I am actually excited to wear and experiment with. This next trend is called winter florals, and I feel like this goes without saying again, winter florals are always kind of a thing. So for this particular one, I'm actually gonna combine two trends, and we will talk about it when I get to the next trend. Actually, we can go to the next trend now, that way I can kind of kill two birds with one stone. And that other trend is going to be the sheer trend. Like, we've been hearing about this all summer, but it's still following through into the fall winter season. And for the fall winter season, it's being looked at as more of a underwear as outerwear type of vibe. Now, this particular dress is not a underwear type dress, but it is sheer. So I feel like this goes really well with a combination of both of these trends, because it has an embroidery on it of flowers all over it, but it's monochromatic. They're the same like shade or color as the dress. So I just feel like this is like really cool, and it's like a powdery blue, which brings me to another trend that we will discuss a little bit later, but it's like what you would probably consider a spring summer item, but I'm gonna edge it up and make it more fall winter. And I wanna style this particular dress up with black, because I noticed that when I have pastels or any type of like lighter colors, sometimes I'll go like all monochromatic and make it all light, but a lot of times I like to add that edge by adding some like studs and some black and some leather, and you know, so that's kind of how I think I want to style this winter florals trend. We will kind of see like when the video appears right here, whichever side I decide to put it on, when the video appears, that will be the look that we have decided and come up with. But yeah, I just really think that winter florals are always a thing. So if you're looking for winter florals, I would say there are no rules. Get whatever florals you feel like you want to style for the fall winter season, and add like darker, heavier elements to it to make it more fall winter appropriate. But again, this dress I thrifted, and so I know that it's very possible to thrift things like this. I have so many different versions of this that I have thrifted. Oh, I have another one. Okay, I don't know which one I'm going to be showing you here. Maybe I'll show you them both, but I have two different dresses that I thrifted that are perfect for this trend. So we will see if I style one or both. But if you're only seeing one and you want to see the other one, let me know. Maybe I'll post a video of me styling it on my Instagram. We'll see. Now this next trend, I don't know why they called it Rebel, and then they have Vivienne Westwood across it. Now on other websites, this is the tartan trend or the plaid trend or whatever, but plaids, again, not groundbreaking for fall. I mean, let's come on, let's be real here. Not groundbreaking for fall, but for this trend, I have the perfect blazer. I have a Vivienne Westwood blazer that I got. That is a really beautiful plaid, very cool and unique. And I think I want to style it in a more edgy way. The first time I styled that blazer, I styled it very traditionally with the pleated skirt or whatever, but I think I want to edge it up with some denim or something like that. So we'll kind of see what I come up with. Or I might also style this really cool plaid, like more fitted maxi skirt that I have. I'm gonna be styling one of those because I feel like it's perfect for this trend, so we'll kind of see. But plaid is like something you can always find in the thrift store. Both items, like one I bought secondhand, the other one I thrifted. I'll probably go more with the thrifted one just to emphasize my point. But I thrifted this plaid skirt, and plaid is definitely everywhere in the thrift store. Even like when it comes to just like a plaid button up, you can thrift a plaid button up, take some scissors to it, crop it, make it an interesting angle, and have a complete and cool look for. Oh, I think I want to do that with a certain type of plaid. Okay, sorry, I'm like, my creative juices are flowing, and I think I just thought of a really easy quick thrift flip. I did it with the Carucci flannel it's like a tan and a brown, but I actually think I want to try to thrift a red and black plaid flannel and do the same thing to it. So that is on my mind that that's something that I'm going to do. Maybe even today if I finish filming this video in time, because they're just literally everywhere. They're everywhere. Plaid, not groundbreaking, but definitely very easily thriftable. So this next trend is one that we discussed a little bit earlier, and this is like the lingerie. Underwears, outerwear, this is coming up in the form of like really short, very short shorts or like lingerie type pieces. I actually have 2 different pieces that go really, really well with this trend. So we're gonna figure out which one I'm gonna style it up, but I have actually 3 really good pieces. But one of them is not thrifted, so I think that's kind of cheating. So we're gonna stick with the ones that are thrifted. I just recently thrifted this amazing black lace corset, like, fits like a glove, perfect. I feel so lucky to have thrifted it, because like, how? Now it's see-through right here. So I'm either gonna have to wear nipple covers or style it up in a way where it's like over something, but it's still absolutely amazing. And then I have this really pretty lace slip dress that I think would be really cool styled like under a blazer that's belted. So we're gonna kind of play around with the looks and see what I want to style. But honestly, you do not have to be super revealing to participate in this trend, because it's really more about the elements. So for instance, if you have a lace slip dress, for instance, you can wear black biker shorts, boy shorts underneath it, so that your butt isn't out. And then you can put on a really cool blazer, button it, belt it up so all of this is covered, and make it long enough so that it's covering up your butt. So you can participate in this trend without being overly like revealing. You can do the sheer trend but have like a full cat suit underneath it so that the energy is there but you're not showing everything. So there's a lot of different ways to style this trend up if you do not want to be revealing and you want to be a little bit more modest, but you still want to give the vibe and the energy of the trend. So definitely going to try to show that in the way that I'm styling these pieces up. But all these pieces that I'm showing you as far as like the lace and all of that, completely thrifted. Go to the lingerie section, the pajama section, and you can find things like this. You can even find things like this if you go into like the blouses or the tops or whatever and try to find the completely sheer tops, and you can still give the same energy by using layering techniques. And I think for where I live, because it doesn't get super cold all the time, this is a way to give like that dark winter look, but still, you know, not like burn up in the process, because it's still gonna be like 75 degrees in November and December. So that's just like for my climate. This next trend is, again, a cliche trend. I feel like I just keep saying that. Maybe I should stop, but it's the truth. The metallics, the glitter, the sequin, the shine, like this is a holiday staple. Like we cannot have a year go by where we're not talking about shine and glitter. I have so many sequin pieces that I have thrifted over the years that I do not need to do like any more thrifting for this. However, I do have a certain type of sequin piece that I am looking to thrift to have it tailored into something magnificent. So whenever I do finally come across this piece that's in my mind, it's been 2 years now that I've been looking. So again, patience is key, but when you see it and I step out in it, it's gonna really hit. But I would say that for this, I would probably want to style the sequin pants that I found. Like I always find the sequin shrugs and the beaded shrugs, but I actually happen to luck into some sequin pants that are like beaded. So it's not just like sequin, but it's like the beading and the sequin, and they're like a black lace. They're so good. And I've been dying to find a way to style them up. So I think the moment is now, and then maybe once I style them up, it'll be time to take them for a spin. We'll see. But such amazing pants, and I thrifted these. And as far as like the beaded shrugs go, I feel like those are just, you can thrift them. Like go on Poshmark, you'll see so many for such amazing prices. And every year Zara tries to come out with these on their website, and they charge like $200-300 for them, when you can find the ones secondhand that are completely lined in silk, have amazing beading and structure. So this is one that I would highly encourage you. Please don't buy fast fashion. Please do not buy this retail. You can thrift it. I promise you can thrift it. Okay, so now this next round is going to be some just lightning trends. We're not going to go too much into it. It's likely not even going to be trends that I style up, but I have also Vogue France up, and I have, who else do I have? I have Elle, and I have, yeah, those are the main, like the key ones, because Vogue, the British Vogue and Vogue France, they have different editors-in-chief. So they, you know, like they have different perspectives and different vibes. I encourage you to go check them all out because they all kind of have a little bit something different to their perspective. But anyways, like on a just like fast lightning round of trends, I have been seeing the whole like skirts over pants, and this is something that I feel like, well, I definitely did this in high school. And when I did it in high school, which was more years ago than I want to say, when I did this in high school, I remember girls looking at me like, what are you wearing? Like, what is that? But it was like such the vibe for me. I used to do it with the windbreaker like cargo pants, and I would find like a windbreaker like cargo skirt to match and go over it, or be just opposing colors. And I was a little bit an interesting dresser when I was very much younger, which I think is very much on brand for me now anyway. But just even being able to layer like silk skirts over silk pants, I think the best way to achieve this look and have it look more edgy and cool than just like is to try to get materials that go really well together. Try to do materials like, if you're gonna do lightweight materials that are like silks and satins, make sure the pants and the skirt are the same type of lightweight material. If you're gonna do heavier materials like wool pants, try to do a wool skirt over it to make the materials match. Denim on denim, same thing, because that's gonna make it look like it was intentional versus you were just trying something that didn't work out. So try to keep the weight of the materials very much similar, and then do the opposite on the top. So if you have really heavy materials on the bottom because you're doing the skirt pants thing, do a very cool lightweight top that's very simple and basic. These looks look really cool with cropped jackets so that the pants skirt thing kind of like stands out. But yes, I'm seeing this very much, the skirts pants. I'm seeing the neckties. Neckties can be really cool. You don't have to actually tie them up like a necktie. You can loop them around and wear them like a skinny scarf. You can cross them over and like brooch them together with a really cool brooch pin or a flower. Like there's just so many different ways, and neckties are a dime a dozen at the thrift. You can find them for like $1, and you can find really high quality silk ones. I thrifted a Saint Laurent necktie that's cream with the YSL logo at the bottom, and I thrifted it. It was like $3 or $5. I have a couple vintage silk neckties that I thrifted for like $1 or $1.99. So this is definitely something that you can add as a layering piece to your outfit and just make it really cool and edgy. I do see that why this is, I mean, polka dots, not necessarily a trend. I'm sorry. It's just, sometimes we love them and we're into it, and sometimes we're over it and very much not. But they're saying that polka dots are gonna have a moment this upcoming season, with them being in some of the runway shows this past fall winter season for, you know, this upcoming fall winter. I can definitely see how that's the case. I'm also seeing an advocation for this red. Like, I feel like red is very much fall winter holiday, and I feel like red has been going strong for the last several years. So I don't think this is new news, but you know, I have a really cool wool red trench coat. I have a reel and a YouTube short and a TikTok where I'm showing my wool coat collection, and I have a really pretty wool coat that's red with black buttons. They're very much talking about denim on denim. Is this new? No, it's not new, but you know, there's more unique ways to do denim on denim. I like to do opposing denim colors on top of each other. So white denim pants with a blue denim jacket, black denim pants with a blue denim jacket, or the opposite. I just like to mix and match it up a little bit, or I'll do like a full-on matching blue denim thing to make it look like a jumpsuit. But pastels for fall winter, again, something that I feel like just brings light and brings happiness to a what could be considered gloomy season. So if you have these really cool like bright pastel colored winter coats and things like that, bring them out, girl. Bring them out. We want to see them. We definitely want to see them. So that's pretty much the looks that I want to talk about as far as like the trends and everything like that. Let me know down in the comments the trends that you guys are looking forward to or what you're into. But above all else, make sure that whatever you are choosing to spend your hard-earned money on is something that you truly love and not something that you're buying just because it is a trend. And just, you know, do you. Who cares what anybody else has to say about your outfit or whether they like it or not? It's really not important. The only thing that matters is that you're feeling yourself, okay? So make sure that in everything you do, you're feeling yourself this fall winter season, and get the things that are true to you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.